Good evening. It's that time again. This is Brian Johnson reporting to you live from my house in Austin, Texas, and my favorite place, my office. So, welcome. Let's go ahead and get to work here in a minute. So, welcome everyone that's popping on right now. This will be a little more addition to last night's conversation, and we're going to get into some really good material tonight, as we always do. What's up, Miss Sarah Rook? So for all of my replay viewers, if you'd like to, what's up, Chris? To connect with me further, make sure you go to our website, thinkgreatloseweight.com. That's where you can hop on our email list. I send all my replays out, and I send a ton of free information and free value and a lot of free content out. So I would love to connect with you further. If you were looking to connect with me and have a conversation to see if I can solve your problems for you, private message me and we'll have a conversation to see if or how I can support you. There is an application process involved, and that's all right. So, welcome. Most of you look like you're all familiar faces. What's up, Chris? Good to see you, brother. Hey, welcome, Jamie. Sarah, Miss Mary Ellen, welcome back. So tonight, we're going to talk about some stuff near and dear to my heart in the health and wellness field called ketosis. Jamie Close, Australia's Vitality King, and my brother from another mother. He's probably in Malaysia or somewhere right now, so welcome. So tonight, we are going to talk about ketosis. We're going to talk about what it is. It's a pretty big, I wouldn't say fad. I'd say it's very important to understand what it is, yes, and there's a lot of conversation out and about around ketosis right now. And, you know, for me, I had my first experience, if you will, with ketosis when I was in my early 20s, when I was in college, and I did the Atkins diet, and I lost 50 pounds in 2.5 months, and I was miserable. I didn't know my head from my butt. Pretty crazy. Like, there's a lot of things you can really do nowadays that aren't near as extreme as that and still have very good results. So tonight we're going to talk about those, and we're going to talk about some things that you can specifically do to do that and to get that. So hey, if you don't mind, I would appreciate if you shared, what's up, Miss Dina? If you shared my broadcast, I would be grateful for your support and for your help. Welcome, Leanne. And I appreciate you. As always, I'm here to support you. I do these things for you to give you value and free content, and hopefully create some miracles in your life along the way. All right? So, a couple of things. Welcome. First off, I'm sitting here reading off my list of things that I would like to discuss tonight. And what I would love to know, what's up, Terry, Tyler, Drew, welcome back. I would love to know first, before I continue any further, if this is your first time on one of my trainings, just type the word yes. Hey, Laura. If this is not your first time, type the word no. We're going to start doing some more interaction with you. Yes. Thank you. So if this is your first time, type a yes. If this is not your first time, type a no. No. Yes. No. 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 All right. No. Lots of veterans. Yes. Shane Pierce, welcome. Mary Ellen, it's great to finally connect with you. I know we were playing phone tag there, or email tag, or however that works. Chris Clifton, what's up, buddy? Oh, speaking of that, my friend, my client, Chris Clifton, it's actually on right now, has an amazing knife that he's got on Amazon that I have and that I use here at my house for cutting vegetables and cutting sushi. If you are in the market for an amazing knife, I'll have Chris add a coupon code to the link here so that only 15 of you that are ready and willing to get a new knife that you are in the market for, check out the link that he'll put in here. It's only for the first 15 people. He's giving you half off, which is an amazing deal. So if you're in a market for that, check it out. What's up, Stacy Lerma? And he'll put that on there for you just for my viewers and just for my my crew here. So let's talk about this. Okay, so has any each of you, any one of you, ever heard of ketosis? First off, let's figure out where we're at. There you go. There's the code. If you're looking to check out Chris's knife, you get 50% off just for being on our call, which is great. I'll have awesome people hop in here all the time and be able to give us some free stuff. Shane Pierce, yes. All right, who else has heard of ketosis? Yes. 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 Lots of yeses. Yes. Yes. Okay, perfect. You all should be teaching this class rather than me. So let's talk about this, right? So ketosis is when, what's up, Mark, the tech ninja, the guy who keeps me afloat? So ketosis is very simply when our body uses our fats for fuel. Now, there are ways to induce it. What's going on, Kathleen? There are ways to induce it, and it can be extremely effective at helping you to drop stubborn body fat much faster. Okay, and it's very important to do it ways that are effective for you depending upon your lifestyle and your activity levels. You need to be very mindful, and we'll talk about some different things for that tonight. So, specifically, like I said in my early 20s, I did the Atkins diet and lost 50 pounds in 2.5 months. And here's what I did. Morning, young lady, or afternoon, how's that? What I basically did was I did 2 45-minute stints or sessions of cardio a day, and then I lifted weights afterwards on my evening session. And I assure you, I would definitely do it different and am doing it different now because that zapped me. I mean, I dropped it off fast, but still, one of the important things to remember is a lot of people don't know this. Welcome, Regita. A lot of people don't know this, that when you start dropping carbohydrates, your body is going to get rid of 2.7 grams of water per gram of carbohydrate that is burned up in the form of energy. So when you notice that when you're dropping carbohydrates and you're using more fats for fuel, you're probably going to pee more often. And that is because your body is getting rid of water because carbohydrates hold water in your muscle. Now, this is important because when you're hopping on the scale and you're 3-4 pounds lighter in one day, that's not accurate feedback on whether that's body fat or not. What's up, Jamie Goble? That's not accurate feedback, okay? One of the most important things that you can do is get something like this. What's up, Aaron Waddell? Get a body fat gun. Or hey, Aaron, post your website on here. So Aaron Waddell, my friend that just hopped on, another awesome person, he has a mobile hydrostatic weighing unit, and we're talking about measuring body fat right now. Aaron has one of the most accurate ways to doing it next to getting an autopsy and having the fat skinned off your body and weighed. Aaron, when he's in town, he actually does mine, and I'll jump in the tank, and I get all my body fat measurements from there. Hey, Jamie. So, Aaron, post your website on here. So, if you're truly looking to get really accurate data, you can give Aaron a buzz or check out his website and see where he's got. He's got multiple trucks around. So, he's in Austin. He's in Dallas. I believe he's in Houston, too. So, very accessible and very good information to make decisions off of. Welcome back, Mark. If not, or and addition to, there you go, bodyanalyticsusa.com. Thank you, brother. The next thing to do is to get a body fat gun. And the reason why I say that is because most people never check their body fat. They go by the scale. That is the worst thing that you could do, because if you're going by the scale, your weight's going to flip-flop so much. And I'm talking to myself right now mainly because as a professional with over 80,000 hours, I still do that, and I get to detach myself from my emotions and find myself getting really frustrated. So this weekend, welcome Stephen Lee Sanderson. This weekend, I go meet with my accountability coach, Mr. Ken Laney, and he's going to check my body fat to see where I'm at. So I'll find out more data on how my diet is going on Saturday, and we'll talk more about exactly what I'm doing right now. And now here's the thing, people. I encourage you to be open-minded and to figure out what works for you, because one of the things that I have found is that I actually feel better eating proteins and fats versus proteins and carbohydrates. Now, depending upon what you do as far as your activity levels, the type of workouts that you do, how much muscle mass you have, what type of inflammation, disease, heart disease, blood pressure, stroke potential, what's up, Triona? All of this stuff is very important. And hey, Triona just hopped on the call. She's one of my clients as well, and she does a lot of cooking for my clients. So if you're looking for someone in Austin that cooks your meals, Triona would be the person for you to connect with. So far, we're just making lots of connections tonight, aren't we? So far, you got an awesome kick-ass knife from my man, Chris Clifton. He's offering for 50% off. Aaron Waddell for doing body fat measurements in his dunk tank at Body Analytics USA. And then you've got my chef on there making food and changing the world. So let's continue. So it's very important that you just start somewhere. Think about it like this. Think about it like this. If you're ever on an airplane and you're going to, let's just say you're going from Austin to Alaska, 97% of the time you're off track. Off track means you're tacking the whole time. Same way with your nutrition. It's a moving target. You check your body fat 1 week and you start there. You go for 5 to 7 days and you check it again and you see where you're at. Hey, Stacy. And then you measure the data. When you measure the data and you see what your body fat says and your muscle tissue says, that's going to give you an indication of whether you're eating too much, whether you're eating too little, whether you get to bump your protein up to keep your body from burning muscle tissue, whether you need to drop your fat down to drop your caloric level down, whether you need to throw a high day or a spike day in to boost your muscles back up. All of this stuff are moving variables. That's why working with someone to help you get this stuff set up will shave years off of your life and help you to understand how to get into ketosis and get your results faster, which will save you a lot of time, energy, money, and massive headaches. And I say that because I work with nutrition coaches. I've worked with professional ones. I still have an accountability coach to this day, and that's what I do for a living. It just gets me out of my way. Drink some water. Okay? That's another thing too. Drinking water when you are eating nothing but fats and proteins is extremely, I would use the calipers or go do Aaron's would be the best way to do. Aaron at Body Analytics. If you're dehydrated and your body's pissing out all kinds of water because you're dropping your carbohydrates and you're sweating a lot, that Tanita is going to be brutal. Like it's going to get you emotionally jacked up. I don't recommend that. I do recommend this. If you are doing ketosis and you're doing fats and proteins, you're going to need to bump your water up because your body's getting rid of more water. Like I literally should be drinking 2 gallons of water a day. I do know someone in Arizona. I don't know about someone who has a dunking unit. What's in my water is liquid mint flavored chlorophyll and branched chain amino acids from my buddy who's in California. Primalbody.com. Primalbody.com has where I get a lot of my products from, and I got a couple of products I'm going to show you tonight. And if you're looking at trying them out, Stacy already gave you the link. I'll give you the link, and you can use the stuff that I use. So back to this, drinking water, and this is very important. Being in ketosis can be a bit acidic. So you're going to want to eat or choose to eat lots of vegetables, like literally a cup to 2 cups of vegetables with at least 3 to 4 meals of your meals a day. Like from maybe lunchtime on, and maybe even have a vegetable smoothie in the morning. Okay. You're definitely going to make sure that you use, I say, well, hey, Vicky, I definitely would encourage you to use some type of alkaline water. Maybe it's filtered water and you squirt some lemon or some lime in it. That's very important. And something else you can do that will also boost your energy and boost your alkalinity is make sure that if you get some filtered water or some Kangen water, I have my water right here. I will put some fire salt in my water in the morning to alkalinize it even more and to put a good minerals in there to allow my body to have a good mineral saturation that will boost your thyroid function. It will boost your alkalinity. And if you drink a big glass of water, like a 12 to 16 ouncer, as soon as you get up, it will dramatically improve your bowel movements, and it will dramatically improve your energy function, and it will dramatically boost your hormone and your alkalinity, which will make a massive difference in how your body shows up throughout the day. Hey, Carlos, welcome, brother. Okay. Any questions so far over what I've discussed? Let's take a little time out and see where everyone's at. So let me know what questions you have. We're still in good time right now. We got another 15 minutes before they call it off on us here. So welcome to all my new people that are watching. The best way to connect with me is thinkgreatloseweight.com. That way you can get connected with me on my email. That way I can send you all the videos and I can send you all the replays and things that I send out. And you're more than welcome to fire off questions. If you're truly looking to take your health and wellness to the next level and you're ready to make a commitment and you're seeing about how I can help you solve some problems, then just private message me and I'll get you connected with my secretary. We'll send you an application and see if we can't help you out. All right. No questions so far? Everyone good? Can you demonstrate how your body fat gauge works? Yes, I will. So check it out. I'm just going to show you my hip, right? So my hip. This is right at my belly buttons right here and right at my hip. What I would do is I would pinch it right on my hip bone. And here's the deal. When you're pinching body fat, the skin is going to fall right in your hand. So if you're doing a vertical and the skin's not falling in your hand, then that's not how the fold goes. You can do anything from a 3-site to a 9-site test. I'm going to show you where I'm going to pinch right here. Okay, so what I would do is with this, and I'm just doing upside down so I can show you. I would go like that, and I would still hold on to it, and I would read the numbers on the other side. That's right. So now, ideally, you'd want to have someone help you do that just because getting your back is not going to work. Okay, for me, Chris does a lot of my stuff. We'll talk about veggie smoothies and blending here in a second, Chris. So making sure you check your body fat is essential. However you do it, just figure out a way to get it done. You can, like I said, you can do a 3-site. You can do a 9-site. My suggestion would be to do a 9-site test. So if you're really looking for the sites and you would like where they're at, let me know and I'll give them to you. That's what I would recommend because it's going to give you the most accurate data just because there's more point sites. Or sites to pinch, okay? So let's talk about that. There was a question by Chris raised about smoothies. Should we blend them or should we do a juiced one? Now, here's the thing. I am more of a blended smoothie person because I like all of the phytochemicals and the phytonutrients and the medicines that are in the skins, the seeds, and the rinds. That's where a lot of the medicinal information is. And when you throw it out, you're taking that out of there. Now, here's an important thing, too. One of my really good friends and one of my really good mentors, Artemis, is like the juicing king. Like, it's all he does is juice. And he has his ways of doing things, and we both have ours. And, you know, he has the reasons why he does it. And this is just how I was taught or raised, so to speak, from my teacher. And this is kind of how I see it unfolding. Now, if you are taking all of the fibers out, you are decreasing your exit strategy, so to speak, capabilities. One of the beauties of having a blended smoothie is because that's where all of the fibers are. So if you're putting fruits and things in there, taking the fiber out is going to give you an insulin dump when that sugar hits your system. It's going to release insulin levels in your system, which if you're talking about being in ketosis, I would not use fruits. Anytime you have sugar, you're going to throw yourself out of ketosis because your body's going to use that sugar first. Some things that you can use in lieu of or instead of fruit are the lemon and the lime. Lemon and lime are basically citrus fruits that are very bitter. Okay, so you can use those and they're not going to spike your sugar levels, so you're not going to throw yourself out of ketosis. I highly would encourage you to do a green smoothie a day, and I just made the commitment with myself to do that myself. I haven't had a green smoothie in the last couple of days, and I've been lacking on vegetables for the last day or two. And as soon as I'm done with our call, I'm going to go to the grocery store and I'm going to get some asparagus and I'm going to get some stuff to make some smoothies, because I assure you, when I wake up in the morning and do my keto pack right here, boom, my vegetable smoothie and my protein, this keeps me not hungry for quite some time, and it allows me to cut into my calories from the night before, and it works really well. If you're interested in checking out the keto packs, send me a message and I will, Stacy, matter of fact, can you do me a favor? Since I sent you the code earlier, will you post that in the comment section for everyone? So these ketone packs, let's talk about these for a second. This is the first product on the market that actually induces your body into ketosis, which means it triggers your brain Yeah, it triggers your brain to think that it needs to start burning fats. So it starts using your fuel. Stacy is going to post the link where I get these at so you can buy keto packs. I like them very well, and here's the reason why. A lot of times when I travel, it's a pain in the butt to eat 5 or 6 meals a day. And when you're buying airport food, it's even more ridiculous because they charge you an arm and a leg because they know you're in a pinch. Unless you're taking your food, that doesn't matter, right? Keto packs will allow me to go 5 or 6 hours to where I'm not burning my muscle tissue, and my body will still continue using fats for fuel, which is huge. Have you heard of Aqualite and Ionite? It's a good alternative to pH. No, I have not heard of either one of those. I haven't. I apologize. No. So I'm grateful for technology the way that it is nowadays. What's up, Ben Montez? Because of the conversation we get to have right now with 250 other people and the value that we get to share, the connections that we get to have, and also we get to share some of the amazing technology that's out that helps you to get healthier. Like back in the day when Arnold Schwarzenegger and them were doing their deal, there wasn't no ketone packs. There wasn't no protein powders. Your ass had to eat chicken, fish, and whatever else all day long to produce that. You have to check. There's the link right now. Just use my link and you can go check out and see what they are. And here's the deal. Figure this. You're going to get to skip 2 meals with that. So you're automatically saving yourself 15 to 20 bucks if you're eating out. So what I do is I use my ketone packs and I throw some vegan protein powder in there as whatever my protein serving is. Like right now it's 40 grams. So there you go. Now here's the deal. This one right here is not caffeinated. They have one that's called Charged, which is caffeinated. If you're looking for a little boost, you can do the caffeinated one. Now, here's another thing. These are ketone strips, okay? It's in a little bottle. Here's what you got. You put this in your urine stream, and that little end right there will turn colors like this. It will turn colors like this, okay? So, see if I can get the glare. Hopefully you can see that glare is kind of... All right, there we go. So, when you're down here, that's no ketones in your bloodstream. As you're getting up here, there's trace. Welcome on. More trace, and that's pretty heavy ketones. Like this pink color right here, provided I don't get up and slam a jar of almond butter or jelly or something when I get up. That is a pretty reasonable color for me to hit in the morning. That's one of the main things why I like doing proteins and fats in the morning versus proteins and carbs, so my body will stay in ketosis. As soon as I get up and have a protein and a carb, I throw my body out of ketosis. Now, that's not wrong. It just depends on what your goal is and what you're trying to do. And ultimately, you always do what? I have a free bonus if someone can get this. What do you always do no matter what? Hopefully you've listened to me well enough for this last 2-3 months and you understand I have a hard time getting into it and something's off. Something's off, Aaron. I can get into it in about 2 to 3 hours. May not be doing enough activity. If you're driving a lot and doing carb, like I've cut my carbs down to 0, Aaron. Like all I'm doing is green vegetables for 4 days and then I'll spike them. So the important thing is to make sure you're checking your body fat because that way you can determine what's going on. So what is the recommended macros for ketosis? Green vegetables, does it have to be counted in carbs? You know, so the macros, that's a good question, Shane. Everyone's different, right? So the macros that I'm using right now, I'm using 40% protein, 40% fat, actually 40%, probably 40% protein and probably 50% fats. All of my vegetables are my carb sources. So I'm not doing any oatmeal. I'm not doing any sweet potatoes. I'm not doing any berries. My carbohydrates are specifically coming from green vegetables. And it's really interesting. I thought that I would be a little more hungrier and I'm not really that hungry. The main thing is just making sure you're not flattening out too much. When I say flattening out too much, that means your body is really depleted. Your muscles are really flat because there's no glycogen and no water in them. With as much sweating as I do from training and martial arts stuff, yeah, check that out. I sweat a lot. So, hey, Shane, Aaron has a macro calculator on his website. So go to Aaron, post your website again. bodyanalyticsusa.com. And Aaron has a macronutrient calculator. Now here's the deal, guys. Shane posed a very good question. Everyone's macronutrient balances can potentially be different. You get to start somewhere, check your body fat, go for a week. What's up, Big Steve? Haven't seen you in a while, bro. Hope you're doing well. You get to check your body fat and then adjust it in 5 to 7 days. When you check your body fat again, see what's going on, and then you slowly start making your adjustments to find your groove. Now, all of you know this. You know, I'm 38 years young currently, and my body has changed dramatically. 5 pounds of lean mass have 1 pound of water and or glycogen. Nice. That's good to know. So, you know, to answer your question, Shane, just start off somewhere. More than likely, if you're an athlete, you're going to be doing anywhere from 30 to 40% protein for sure. And, you know, if you ladies and gents, if you're truly, like I said, looking to take your health and wellness knowledge to the next level, I highly encourage you to check out our nutrition empowerment training program, because it goes through all of this stuff, and it goes through all of the stuff that I didn't even get to yet. So check it out. We have exactly 4 minutes, and I'm going to blast through some stuff that I think you'll find very important. We're going to talk about the different types of fats and what they do. So let's talk about olive oil first. Olive oil is your highest monosaturated fat, meaning highest in vitamin E. Vitamin E is amazing for people who have seizures. Vitamin E is amazing for our hair, skin, and our nails, and it is actually the most potent nutrient for our heart. So if someone has been quote unquote heartbroken emotionally, vitamin E is something that you can introduce on a daily basis, not heated, that will actually help to restore the faith back in the heart, to help our emotional body heal from being quote unquote heartbroken. Okay? Don't heat olive oil. When you heat olive oil, it changes the structure so that your body doesn't recognize it. And then what happens is it starts to fight it and think that something's going on, right? So let's talk about coconut. Coconut oil is one of the ones I use most prominently. Coconut oil is a fat-burning fat, meaning it burns like a carbohydrate. You can actually heat it. I wouldn't do carrots right now if you're trying to stay in ketosis, Chris. Even though it's a vegetable sugar, it's still a sugar. Your body's going to respond to it. Not as much of a spike as it would like doing candy or doing a white potato or something like that. But anytime you're talking ketosis, if you can keep your sugars out of it, your body's going to stay in there harder a lot longer. So coconut oil. Coconut oil is probably one of my go-to fats. What's up, Gila, bro? I was just thinking about you today, buddy. Good to see you, man. Coconut oil is one of your most potent fats. Like, here's the deal. If you are a mother and you are breastfeeding, you definitely should be plugging in coconut milk or coconut oil to your diet. When I say diet, that is your lifestyle, because mothers, when they're breastfeeding, will take the lauric acid and turn it into monolaurin, which is one of the most potent things you can do for your immune system boost. Monolaurin will actually take all of the fat layer around viruses, and it will dissolve the fat layer around the viruses, so your body and immune system will attack and kill the viral levels. Yes, it does. It helps burning with fat. That's what I just discussed, one. Coconut oil will actually help burn fat. How they found this out is they actually used to give it to cows for their feed, and they found that the cows were losing weight. Okay. I also use it with my clients who have HIV/AIDS, and they have non-detectable levels. So typically, if you're talking using coconut for a medicine, 56 grams of coconut oil a day would be ideal. If you have diarrhea, take coconut shavings, maybe half a cup to a cup, put a couple tablespoons of coconut oil in a pan and saute them. Eat the coconut shavings, and the coconut shavings will stop up your diarrhea. You can make a lotion out of it too. Medium chain triglycerides, right? It's an MCT. So we're not going to be able to finish on the last 4 that I have. We exactly have 40 seconds left. Does anyone have any last second questions? Like I said, I encourage you to check out our nutrition empowerment training program. Go to thinkgreatloseweight.com and check it out. It's on sale right now for $199. It's typically a $500 program, and I've actually got a tag on it to where you can have 2 for 1. So if you would like to have your friend or someone join with you, you have that as an option. Okay? It's potent information. I put my name and stamp of approval on it. Just because I know what it does and I know the amount of stuff. Like, you hear all the stuff that I spit out, like it goes into that and way much more depth. Yes, My pleasure. So have an awesome night. You're welcome, Marielle. Peanuts, ketosis. Use other nuts. Almonds or any other nut better than peanuts. So have an awesome night. I love you. And remember, if you don't make time for your wellness, you will make time for your illness. Bye-bye.